Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
A better deal for her than for him.
She kept that quiet.
As if it were of no consequence.
Train band records are upstairs from the armory. Good to know.
All right. Where's the armory?
Ingersoll store and the blacksmith. Noted.
Here's our tower.
Found it. My thanks. Newcomers. Forgive me, sir. Pardon me, madam. Welcome to the infirmary. What seems to be the trouble?
We'll get to that, Nurse Wings.
You know my name? Have we met?
Not as such. I'm Antea Duarte. This is Red McWraith.
A pleasure to meet you both. Now, if you don't mind, I'm a little busy with my patient. How can I help you?
Do you know what a banisher is?
I believe, if I understand correctly, that a banisher hunts ghosts. Why?
Good. Now, do you have any idea why we banishers might be here today?
I absolutely do not.
You and I are very much alike, Nurse Wings, don't you think?
Are we? How so?
I'm a ghost, Nurse Wings. And so are you.
Are you sure you're well, Miss Duarte? You sound feverish. Perhaps you need to lie down and rest?
I don't rest, Nurse Wings. Sound familiar?
She won't be told. We'll have to prove it to her.
If you need it, I may still have some vervain. You let me know.
Goodbye, Nurse Wings. For now.
I'll be here. As ever.
Aye. That's the problem.
She won't listen. We must find proof. Shreds of a memory linger here.
Our denial runs deep and Peabody sickens. Poor Nurse Wings is losing her grip. "13 years is a long time to live haunted."
The ghost is weak, fragile.
But strong enough to stick around. What a way to live.
Any idea who this ghost might be?
You may know a soldier by his trail of dead. Could be anyone. She neither sleeps nor eats, but doesn't question it.
She gets her sustenance elsewhere now.
She writes of a cliff-top hideaway. Not a cozy wee pub, then.
Right. Let's go for a walk. There's an echo here, but we need the tie. Anne's medics remind me of my mother's. The oils and ointments, infusions and concoctions.
I bet she knew her business.
She treated the men the slavers worked to death in the fields. Though she had little money, she was very... I think we found her. There's an echo.
How long has she been here?
No more than a few days.
Here's the key to the infirmary.
You are sent back.
Still confusing your chants?
Corrito Skal.
That's not the ritual I'd have used.
Haskell Fogach Smal. I see no journal.
It may have slid from her fingers and fallen.
Let's retrieve it.
Go then.
Think you could take on a ghost? Snap out of it!
Have some of this!
Shift your balance.
Try to find a way across.
I'm on it.
No, we need to find something else. Not quite. But the roots won't remain visible for long after I take the heart. Be quick.
There's more of them.
Aim at that lantern.
Piss off!
You're in its sights, Red.
Free island kiss for you.
I'm right here, you know. shooter.
Years of practice.
This looks like the place. Let's find the journal. Shreds of the path left by a ghost. I can unveil them.
She knew something was wrong.
Yet now that she has died, her ghost denies it.
She was a healer. Perhaps dedication binds her.
A dedication her patient scarcely deserves. We should go back to the infirmary. Anne will surely be there.
Have some of that.
I feel something close. I'm picking up something spectral nearby.
There's an angry spectre nearby. Summon it before it ambushes us.
Something's concealed.
Reveal your true self.
You losing your edge?
Show your shape in flesh.
That spectre's seen a corpse and it wants it for its own.
That corpse is taken in.
I can help.
back up.
Watch out. Spectre possession. Don't just stand there. Move. Get the hell out of there!
Get lost! Brought more friends.
Ask for help if you need it.
Anne reminds me of Moore Mackenzie. We hid in her house when we were running from the English. She washed our wounds and sang as we buried the dead. Never stopped smiling.
I like her already.
They burned the house down with her inside.
I'm sorry.
Maybe Moore still haunts the ruins, waiting for the next poor wounded soul. Do you think perhaps the late Mr. Ingersoll may haunt his old store?
Back to save his wife, and with it his store? Perhaps. I doubt it. Shepherd. Militiaman. Let's try the barrack room. An echo from the past drifts by. The quill resonates. An echo, perhaps.
I only recognize my name in the list.
Distant family, but I can't disinherit them.
I would never ask you that. To have met you is already more than I ever expected. If I was to lose you, God forbids, I'd cherish all that reminds me of you.
If you were to lose me, all that I own would now be yours.
He claimed not to love her. Why lie?
Maybe he did once, and now he doesn't.
Let's see what he has to say. About it.
Banisher?
I found papers. Official papers. They tell quite the story.
That's all in the past. For the good of my future. But you may as well hear it from me. As she lay dying, Rebecca Hardgrave gave me my freedom. Before that, I was her slave.
How very romantic.
If it weren't for the captain, the good people of New Eden would have let me die too.
Rebecca was in love with you. The feeling was not mutual. True?
I was her pet. A dog nuzzling its master, hoping she might loosen its leash. She loved me, she said. I allowed her to think I loved her back. I sat up and begged and let her pet me. I was a very good boy.
You gulled her, then took advantage.
To a slave, a crumb of freedom tastes like a loaf. You'd have done no different, and I'd do the same again. Enough chitter-chatter. Perhaps you should get back to work. What am I paying you for?
You're paying for this. This is the work. But I get the feeling it's the result that interests you, not the method. You want me to finish the job, then the story must be told. The ghost must manifest.
I do not like this idea. This idea can shit itself 6 times by sundown.
Come on, break the brooch, and let's get it over with.
No choice remains. Let it be done. And I'll be done with it!
You're here at last!
Step no closer!
I don't understand. Are you not glad to see me?
Now, Banisher! End this!
Not now. You need to hear the truth, both of you. That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted to tell us that Ferdinando was your slave, that you owned him.
I loved him.
I was a slave. I was not free to leave. What kind of love is that?
What are you saying? We loved each other.
Love? No. I told my master what she wanted to hear. I gulled her with a lie. I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to. Yet you didn't believe me, did you? Not entirely. That's why you never freed me.
I loved you, and you loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear. You feared being undesired, being unnoticed, being alone.
True love requires you to let go.
Time to give this love story an ending.
Rebecca Hardgrave, your love for Fadi Miller is sincere but unwanted. You're hurting him. Let him go.
Is it wrong to wish to spend your life with the man you love?
You did spend your life with him. Now your life is over.
He was mine. I wanted to keep him. Was I wrong?
You don't own him. You can't own him.
Let go. Find peace.
Peace? She gets peace? After all she did?
I get peace, but you get your freedom. I was wrong. I'm sorry, Fadi. For everything.
You have no more reason to stay.
She deserves no peace. She put me through hell. You don't care, Banisher. Just one more mad master in a madder world.
Well, I suppose we'll have to find another way up. Storeroom. Locked.
McCraith the Banisher. Did Her Royal Highness send you on an errand?
I'm just here to chinwag, friend. How are folk doing? Fighting fit?
Some are, some aren't. No matter how many you have, to throw into the fight, it's never enough. And we're down a captain, too. And me, I trust priests. Some folk don't, can't say I blame them. But I trust her.
I don't usually bring it up, but I was a soldier too.
Thought as much. Where'd you fight?
Well, first I fought my way across half the Highlands. Later I'd fight wherever my paymaster sent me. Bavaria, Bohemia, Austria.
What's your war story then? We all have one.
I took my men into a village, let them at the drink. You can imagine the rest. I didn't partake, but I didn't stop them neither.
'Tis hard to keep God in your heart while you walk through hell. But you know what never leaves? The smell. That sickening, coppery vapour rising as a man's life pulls beneath him. For all those brave young boys we send off in search of glory, that stink is their rude awakening.
Easier to die with than live with, perhaps.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. But come. Blood soaks away. Let's not dwell upon the past, and men long gone.
Peaceful watch to you. A metal trinket to mark a life of sacrifice. Oh, I bet he'd rather have his sleep back.
Can't change what's done. Time heals all, or so I'm told.
I'll talk to Andrew. Might perk him up a bit. Should have had your breakfast, friend. Anyway, greetings.
I'm Antea Duarte. This here is Red McWraith. We're Banishers. Now, who are you and what do you want? Are you the ghost haunting Andrew White? Is that a yes or a no? Who are you? This isn't gonna be easy, is it? Mute ghosts take forever.
This is pointless. We're hunting in the dark with no light and no spoor.
First, you have to find out what's keeping him from speaking. Andrew won't be much help. But if our friend here can't tell us what he wants, maybe he can show us. Do you want us to follow you? I think he wants us to follow him. He left stains. Clever. I'll keep an eye out so we don't lose them. This way. I'm reminded of one of my first cases. The ghost was mute because the person haunted refused to talk.
So this one is mute because of Andrew?
I don't know. Maybe.
Bathsheba must have had motivation to flee in snow like this.
Or desperation. The ghost has something to show us. Here, we can go on. The ghost haunting Andrew seems weak, drawing out the torture the better to enjoy it, or holding itself back, afraid to feed too much.
If mine had been so kind, maybe I'd have slept nights. I'm jealous.
Don't be. These ones are the worst. Years withering, decades even. It's an awful way to go.
My friend the ghost could have shown us a safer route.
Or he's just playing with us. The tracks... He's leading us somewhere.
Down, boy! Sit down!
That spectre's seen a corpse and it wants it for its own.
You're done!
The stain is fading. Spectres have gathered around. Why not force them to appear? Spectral writing on the wall. See for yourself. Our ghost does not seek revenge. That makes things easier.
Joshua Gouge, gone too soon.
What's it going to say? Joshua Gouge outstayed his welcome. He wants us to follow him. The stain is fading.
I'm ready to shoot the infested.
The missing cart. Abandoned. The wheel is stuck. The missing cart. Abandoned. The wheel is stuck. I take the heart, you take the roots.
I'd almost fancy my own garden.
Trust me, you don't want a garden.
Into the breach we go.
Here, we can go on. Joshua looks kindly on Andrew. What were they to each other?
Brothers in arms, man. You never feel as close to a mate as when you fight by his side. You fight for the man beside you, not for money, not for a king. For your mate.
You have friends from the war. First I've heard of them.
They lost contact. Maybe when this is over, I'll look them up. Most young men are taught to dream of war. And when they get there, they dream of home. And they're not busy fighting and dying, that is.
The ghost has something to show us.
Brought more friends. Have some of that.
See these body parts? Good place to manifest what may linger nearby.
Words from the past linger here.
Shite! To arms! To arms! They waylay us!
The right flank! Hold them off!
Josh! Behind you!
Good jump, bastardly cold! Help me!
Joshua! Oh!
Nice to meet you again, Joshua.
You want us to help Andrew White give up his guilt and get on with his life. Am I right?
Yes.
We used Andrew's name, and now you can talk a little. We're on the right track.
We know you died fighting by his side. Is that why he feels guilty? Is this why you can't speak?
Yes.
Well, I've been there. I'll do everything I can to help.
And you... trust you.
If help we can.
If only these two could talk to each other.
Andrew needs to start talking. As long as he swallows his guilt, nothing will change. There's a wall between these two, and we must knock it down.
I may be able to do that. Andrew failed to save his friend and blames himself for it.
Guilt is normal, but you must let it go.
I had claw marks on it.
None of this explains what binds the ghost here.
Something's concealed.
McCraith, they tell me Ellen Priest is in charge. Her business ain't mine, as you know, but I suppose it might work out, if she can get some rest.
We could all use some rest, soldier. You'll have to wait. You're not like this, but we must speak of Joshua.
Leave it be. In the past, where it belongs.
Your past is very much present. Your friend Joshua has a message for you.
He wants to take revenge. I know it.
You're no wrong. He wants to give you freedom. He never blamed you. You blamed yourself.
Why would he not seek revenge? He's due it.
He doesn't see it that way.
I shot him. I was trying to save him and I shot him.
Hold on. How did this happen?
We were skirmishing in the forest. Two Indian fellas bore down on Joshua. Dropped one, but the other had him cold. I was 20 yards away. I raised my musket, pulled the trigger. Bullet went straight through his skull.
You took the medal though, didn't you?
I can't look at it. Bastard and thin has Josh's face on it. I don't deserve no pewter medal. I don't deserve nothing at all. I don't deserve to live. I don't want to live. I want to die. Please. Please. Put me out of my misery.
I am duty-bound to protect the living from the dead. Sometimes too from themselves. You can't see it now, but you can learn to live with this. Talk about it. Accept it. You'll come to the point where it stops defining your life and you can set about living in the time you have left.
No. You survived. Now you must live.
Joshua? Is that you? It cannot be. I saw you dead.
It is, old friend. I've tried for the longest time to speak to you, but your guilt took my voice. You must live in peace.
I have done the right. I shot you. I was sure my aim was good, but it was not. I shot you.
It was an accident, Andrew. You tried to save me. You failed, but you may make amends. Until you give yourself peace, I cannot have mine. Save me, Andrew, save me. Give yourself peace and save me.
Joshua, you have spoken. Andrew, you've heard. It's time to end the story.
Joshua Gouge, you've lingered in silence for too long. You can go.
I can. Thank you, Banishers. Thank you, Andrew.
Time to say goodbye, boys.
I'm sorry, my friend. I've carried the weight of your death as far as I can.
The debt, if any, is paid. Live your life.
Farewell, Joshua. You've done your duty and more.
Farewell, old friend.
You have been here.
I'm good for nothing after that. Thanks for your help. I'll not forget it.